Hey, I'm Sheeran and I just played Spring Jam. The EP route was it was something for me to do that I think when you do a full-length album, that's you putting your stamp on the world and you going, that is the best that I could produce at that point. And the EPs weren't necessarily the best I could produce, they were just songs that came to me, and I wrote songs, recorded them and stuck them out. It was basically that process. There was no saving songs like this is my best tune so that's going to go on the record. It was just like wrote a song, put it on an EP, sell it. So yeah, that was why I kind of did that approach. It allowed me to experiment a lot more and do a lot more interesting stuff, you know. Most of the songs that they relate to I wrote when I was their age. You know, I wrote most of the album when I was kind of like 17, 18, so that is my mindset at that point.
He pretty much is like the diary that everybody wants out, and it's out. So it's like, yeah, he's just an amazing performer. Yeah, he's incredible.
That speaks to the youth of America.
He's cute.
The city I wrote the day I moved to London, actually. Yeah, the day I moved properly. I've been kind of living there for about a year, living on different people's sofas, and then I finally got a flat. I rented a room in a flat above a kebab shop, and there was a hole in my window. There was a rat downstairs as well, so it was good to be upstairs. But there was a hole in my window, and it was the first night that I'd been by a main road, and the cars just kept me up all night, so I wrote that tune about how the city doesn't sleep, because it really doesn't. Like, you can go out at 5 o'clock in the morning and find something fun to do.
A lot of his songs, they just hit your heart. I'm not going to say I can relate to them, but it just touches you.
But the way this song works is I would like to get my Charleston Gospel Choir involved a little bit. You up for a bit of singing? Say yeah! Alright, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you the chorus. It's one line that repeats over and over and over and over again. Very simple to learn.
The call and response with the audience is very important, because it's just me and a guitar up there, and that can get very, very boring for a crowd after a while, so you have to keep them as involved as possible. They are your band, I think, is the main thing to remember. I'd say the best piece of advice I can give to any aspiring singer-songwriter is the more you do something, the more you do something positive, the more it has an effect on your performance or songwriting skills. So the more you write songs, the more songs you write, the better they're going to get. And any time you write a bad song, you treat that as a positive, because you've got that out of your system and you can carry on writing the good songs. And with gigs, it's the same thing. The amount of times that I've messed up at gigs, or like not had anyone turn up, or it just all adds to the performance, because if you have people not turning up to your shows and then you do a show where people turn up, you give them a better show because you feel like they deserve it. Or if you mess up one time when I use the loop pedal, I'll learn not to do that next time. Or if you do a call and response that works particularly well with a crowd, you remember to do that next time. Or if there's a story that drags the crowd in or something, it's like the more shows you do, the better you become. John Mayer said that if you put 10,000 hours into anything, you'll become an expert. So if you can put in a couple of thousand hours, you'll be on your way, I guess.
What did you think you were going to do as an adult when you were 13?
Oh, that's interesting. When I was 13, like I played guitar and sung when I was 13, and I guess like every 13-year-old has the dream of being a musician, a kind of touring musician. But I guess I eventually thought I'd do something to do with music. You know, probably work at a label or a radio station or something like that. But I don't know. In reality, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be working in the supermarket. Like.
Do you have a favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant? Well, over here. Probably Chipotle. Like, yeah, I do like Chipotle. You guys do really good food over here, but it's dangerous for a UK guy to come over here, because we get such small portions in England. Like our burger and fries would be like a little burger and a little bit of fries, whereas your burger and fries is like a mountain. So we get very excited, but our stomachs can't handle it.
No.
Like, so every time I get a big meal, I'm just like yes, and then I'll eat a quarter of it. And
what is it like to perform in front of like thousands of people all the time?
Performing in front of a lot of people all the time is a great feeling. I think whatever mood you're in. If you're in a bad mood or good mood, it just elevates it and makes, well, it doesn't elevate the bad mood to worse. It, you know, puts you in a good mood again. But yeah, it's just like I think smiling is infectious, and it like this job is it's a very fortunate job to have, because your job is to make people smile. That is the only, or cry, or, you know, or whatever. But your job is essentially to make people happy. So that in turn makes you happy. It's quite a cool job.
Outside you there is no place to